wait. You both stop the real quick. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
"22 weeks, thousands of laps, and countless bumps and bruises lead us to this moment, the start of the chase. It's Mystic Racing League and their Downtown Auto Sales Truck Series, presented by Pest Busters, for something a little bit more unique than our traditional short track experience here for the Stafford Springs 200 at Stafford Motor Speedway, for a little bit of chase racing. I'm your host, producer Morgan Cook, alongside Gavin Grubbs, as we've had all season long. And Gavin, this racetrack, it's I think at the 9th one we've been to in terms of under a mile this year, but it is one of the more unique ones on the circuit.
Yeah, this racetrack here at Stafford was actually opened in the 1800s, 1870. That is over 150 years old. This place is ancient, paved in 1967. Turns 1 and 2 are actually banked 2 degrees lower than 3 and 4. 7 degrees in turn 1 and 2, 9 degrees in 3 and 4. Allows for a little bit different of a line. You got to run in 3 and 4, and you're doing 1 and 2. You can use the apron a little more in 1 and 2 than you can in 3 and 4 to kind of de-wedge the car, get more rotation. But if you do that in 3 and 4, it's enough banking difference that it is a little bit jarring on the car, so you don't want to run the apron as much in 3 and 4 as you do in 1 and 2.
And I've heard the setup for passes happens out of 2 into 3. We'll see that all night, I am sure. But let's have a look at where we've been and where we're going, Gavin. We started off in Daytona at the end of January, and we've burned through column 1 and column 2 all the way through the end of July to find ourselves right here in the middle of August at Stafford. Next week will be Darlington and Auto Club, the Roval, Talladega, Martinsville, and we crown a champion in Homestead, Miami for the Downtown Auto Sales Truck Series presented by Pest Busters. It is an interesting slate of races we have in front of us, but none more interesting, I think, than right here at Stafford. And we would be remiss if we didn't remind you who was in the chase, the drivers who can win a championship. There are the 10 of them on your screen. Christian Barnes won the regular season. River Hayes, Sean Merriman, Gavin Hinson, and Dustin Lewis will be your top 5 in seeding. Adam Holston, John Ullman, Derek Jewett, Noah Hubbard, and Tyler Stevenson will be 6 through 10 in the seeding. You may wonder, why is Tyler Stevenson in 10th and not in 8th where he finished the regular season? That would be because he incurred a penalty, suspension, I should say, middle of the season. As per the rule book, that relegates you to last in the chase seeding with no bonus points given, which is why he's at negative 100 versus everybody else. Well, this is going to be quite an interesting situation here, Gavin. A very diverse field when it comes to this chase, and a fairly large spread in points between 1 and 10. If we have a look at last week, at the end of last week in Richmond, I mean, that gap was 278 points from Barnes down to what had been Derek Jewett, was the last one to make it in, essentially. Noah Hubbard, really, was the last one to make it in. We're talking almost 300 points, that gap. What does Christian have to do over these final 7? What does the rest of the field have to do to make sure they keep pace?
I think Christian just has to limit mistakes because, I mean, we were talking earlier, me and you, before we went live, that River Hayes is leading this field in wins, top 5s, and top 10s. So Christian Barnes, he cannot afford to miss a race. He has to show up every week for the rest of the season and not make any mistakes. In River Hayes, you have to do what you've been doing all year in order to make up that 25-point gap.
That's right. The only drivers in the the chase, I should say, to make all the races: Sean Merriman, Adam Holston, and John Ullman with 22. Everyone else 16 or above. It's going to be very interesting to see what these drivers have in store for us once we get rolling. And we have a bit of a treat for you. Should time allow, we're going to chat with Christian Barnes, River Hayes, and Gavin Hinson in their team chats once the drivers' meeting is concluded. Of course, we are still mid-drivers meeting, as we are every week at this time, of course. You probably noticed we started a little bit early today, just so we can facilitate that conversation, should it be possible. But until then, is there anyone out of this top 10 that you are expecting, Gavin, to really kind of turn it on in these final 7 and be able to challenge for the championship at the end of the season?
I mean, obviously, like, Christian Barnes and River Hayes are 1 and 2 seeds for a reason. Sean Merriman has been really consistent all year. I can see Gavin Hinson turning it up. We've seen some fast runs out of him. We've done several top 3 interviews with him throughout the season, so it wouldn't surprise me if he got up there and was able to maybe cut into that 40-point gap. But 40 points for just a handful of races, I don't know if that's almost too big of a hill for him to climb.
Yeah, I have my eye on Noah Hubbard. I know we talk about 7 races, 10 points per race is the gap he would have to make up every single week on Barnes, and that doesn't count everybody else in front of him as well. But I have my eye on Noah Hubbard, clearly fast, has had some incredibly fast runs, has had issues with finishing races, putting himself in a situation where he doesn't get all the points he probably could get. I would look for him to be one who could potentially upset here in this final 7. I mean, you got guys like Adam Holston and Dustin Lewis sitting beside by each 5 and 6 in the seating, have had exceptionally quiet seasons. Really haven't had much to write home about. They've just been quietly and consistently doing their thing. I mean, they're sitting at 10 and 9 top 10s each for Lewis and Holston. That's only 5 off of the top, which is, of course, River Hayes. So they're not, that's, almost half the races finishing in the top 10. That's a pretty good rate.
Yeah. I mean, just consistency is key, and you're gonna have to out consistent Christian Barnes and River Hayes. Though, I mean, even if you're putting together top 5s and top 10s, you still have to be finishing better than the guys in front of you. And when the guys in front of you are elite, you kind of have to have them gift you a race.
You'll have to find ways to make up points for certain. It's not going to be gifted to anybody here. This is a stout field. Any one of these 10 have a real shot at getting this thing done It just is going to depend on how well they can navigate. Again, we'll bring over these final 7 races again. Stafford, I mean, nothing like it on the calendar going forward. Darlington is probably the most unique racetrack that we go to all season. Auto Club, there's nothing like that in the final 7 other than itself, obviously. The Roval, a road course. There's no other road course in the finals. Talladega, there's no super speedways besides Talladega. Martinsville, the only track we go to twice on the schedule, so drivers have seen it back in March. And then Homestead, that is one of the more unique mile and a halfs on the schedule. I mean, that's a lot of variability, and it's going to be interesting for drivers to have a look at it. Now, let's see if they will allow us to chat with, oh, geez, ladies and gentlemen, if they'll let us chat with them, and that would be, of course, the gentleman at Waterforce Racing. Let's go down and jump in there, chat. Gavin, if you don't mind.
Ready.
Waterforce Racing. Oh, never mind. We're advancing. Good luck tonight, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Well,
best laid plans, I suppose, hey? That didn't quite work out for us. Anyway.
good talk.
Yeah, good talk is right. Well, things are going awry here, ladies and gentlemen. Apologies for that. Let's get to our grid here. Ashton Crowder going to start on pole tonight with River Hayes starting in the 2nd position. 3rd for Braxton DeWeese in the 7. Tristan Thies will start in 4th spot. 5th for Jonathan Gasheri in the 30. Jordan Brinkley will roll off in 6th tonight. 7th for Gavin Hinston with Dustin Lewis in the 8, starting 8th. 9th for Luke Barnes, and 10th for Brody Marinko.
Now on row 6, we have Michael Wade in the 16 with Tyler Stevenson on his outside in 12th. 13th position is Sean Merriman and Noah Hubbard to his outside in the 12th truck. 15th position is Wesley Burke with Adam Holston in 16th. Cody Anderson in the 24 truck, 17th with Derek Jewett in 18th in that 45 machine.
19th for Dylan Calkins. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I started. Go ahead, Gavin.
Dylan Calkins in the 54 truck and 19th with Christian Barnes in the 20th position, rounding out the top 20. He is our leader in points right now.
For some reason, I am just rattled here. Tyler Willing will start 21st with John Ullman outside him in 22nd. 23rd for Anthony Sagavino the 3rd. Jacob Hefner starts 24th. 25th for Reggie Kine with Alex Young starting 26th. 27th for Stephen Addison, Harold Tucker the 3rd outside row 14 and 28th. And your top 30, Gary Baldwin Jr. James Sturdivant did not make the show tonight. He's the one driver who did not qualify it on time, being an open driver. I'll catch the rest of these, Gavin. 31st for Dave Billings. Douglas Wasaki, 22nd. Finally on the grid, Brad Collier in 33rd. Now let's get track side, where drivers already going around the racetrack. Race analysis. What are the keys here tonight, Gavin?
I think the key is what it has been on every short track all season: survive.
You bet. 200 laps, 35 miles an hour on pit road. Very easy to speed here with this very awkward access road. You see to the right side of your screen. 3 tire sets, 105 to 110 laps on fuel, which means you can go the entirety of the first stage and pit somewhere in that second stage, make it to the end. Stage is, of course, lap 80. Iverson fixed setup, as always. Well, Gavin, do you have a pick tonight? With just seeing the qualifying order, who do you like here this evening?
I'm going to go with River Hayes. I mean, he's second in points right now, and he has something to prove. I know he's got Ashton Crowder to his inside, but River Hayes has to cut into that lead as soon as he can. Watch him all night long tonight.
Here we go. Green flag is out. We're racing in Stafford. And we're wrecking in Stafford.
We're still wrecking at Stafford.
Oh, we are. And Barnes is in it. 27 went around. I can't tell who that was that started this. Oh, it was the 52. Who's showing is the 22, Tristan Teese.
Yeah, let's take a look at what happened here. It looked like it was, oh, he was...
He spun the tires.
Yeah, he spun the tires.
They got a lot of help from Brinkley. A few others piled in. 24 and 27 got into it. Just back a little bit further here. Just a bit of an awkward launch.
It was still in out of turn 4 is what it looked like here. Oh, he blinked.
Yeah, he disconnected a little bit. Did not get a good jump.
Yeah, he was still turning out of turn 4. And
just a kind of a combination of things there with the tire spin and then washing up the racetrack into everybody else after the spin. Luckily, I don't think there's going to be much for damage on really anybody. I think the biggest hit was maybe the 24 took a pretty big shot to the nose. It could have been Tyner Willing. There was one of the drivers up here. I can't quite remember. 04, maybe it was the 04. Luke Barnes, who found himself spinning to the inside. Looks like that truck is perfect in terms of no damage. So I think he'll be okay. Should be fine after that accident. And River Hayes got the lead away also.
That was just a really, really weird start to this race.
It absolutely was. Not what you expect to see before we even get to lap 1. Already
Not at
working
all.
lap
Not
5
at all.
here.
Yeah, these laps go by quick here at this half-mile track. And that's what's crazy is we spent a lot of time in the middle of the season at road courses or speedways, and now we're back at a short track. And just watching these laps click off so fast is pretty satisfying. I know last week or 2 weeks ago, we were at Richmond, also another short track, which gave us great racing. So looking forward to great short track racing again today.
Yeah, we've been feeling quite a bit of short tracks recently. Drivers choosing. Juice process takes a while. Further back you get.
The lights are back on.
Yeah, there's no way you can go green when the last driver in the field hasn't chosen yet, and the field's rolling through turn 3. That just doesn't make for a great situation if you're further back in the field. Luckily, everyone able to get themselves sorted. As we'll go back racing, looks like on working lap number 9 when we get there. Here we go. Hayes on the bottom, Crowder up top, DeWeese and Gasheri, your top 4. Great launch for Hayes.
There he goes. He's able to clear Ashton Crowder. And still too wide back to the field with everybody. I mean, this is just a really, really tight racetrack. Exciting restarts, but now everybody's almost all single file now, just trying to get in the position they want to be in now.
And very tight off of turn 4 as well. See Hinson slide up a little bit, trying to work on Brinkley. That would be for 5th. Brinkley's got it, Hinson wants it. First battle side by side. Brinkley's going to take that spot away, however. You'll notice the yellow banners on the hood, or sorry, the roof, windshield. That would be the chase drivers. There goes the one around one of those chase drivers. No yellow, though. He's going to try and rejoin. That was scary.
Yeah, he's able to rejoin. That's Tyler Stevenson. He's not happy right now.
No, I bet not.
I mean,
with
he's
the
already.
one. What happened here? Oh, it's Holston behind him. Yeah, Holston got to his inside, gave him a little bump. One of the playoff drivers got to another one, or one of the chase drivers got to another chase driver.
Yeah, that's gonna be something to keep an eye on. I feel like anyway. I mean, when you're in the chase and you're in a position like Tyler Stevenson is in the chase, you cannot afford to lose any points. And now you're running 31st in the first stage. If you want to get stage points, you're gonna have to pass 20 cars.
And you've got just over 60 laps to do it, which is obviously easier said than done.
Yeah, 60 laps here, that's only 30 miles, and they go by fast.
Another driver in trouble. Points leader Christian Barnes involved in the first accident. He's only in 24th.
And he's just looks pretty steady. Doesn't look overly fast either. So
I gotta imagine you're saving stuff right now. You gotta be, right?
Yeah.
In this situation.
I mean, if you're outside the top 20 and it's stage 1 and the guy that's second in points to you is leading, trying to get some stage points, I don't think you're in a position to save. I think you have to be passing trucks.
That's certainly the hope. Starting to see a bit of a gap here in front of Luke Barnes. That would be, he's running 10th, so the top 9 have started to break away a little bit. I think it may have been Hubbard actually who was holding him up. Just a touch as Merriman, another one of those drivers with the yellow banner, just outside the top 10. Wesley Burke alongside John Ullman, who is one of the chase drivers as well. Last time I saw Wesley Burke, he was flying sideways through the air into turn number 3 at Richmond.
Yeah, I think he's in a lot better of a position than being in the air.
Well, so far, yeah, all 4 tires still planted on the Stafford, Connecticut racetrack. But up front, came in second in the points, started second. River Hayes has, I believe, led every lap so far.
He got out to that jump right there on the initial start on Ashton Crowder. Had a lot of laps under caution. He obviously led all those. And now he's got a half a second lead. He's just cruising.
And considering a short track prowess, I imagine he has many, many laps here at Stafford.
Yeah, I can't imagine him not. This is a track that seat time definitely is a premium for wanting to be fast. Interesting to see he's not shifting there. His RPMs were getting down below 5,000, but he's just kind of letting it roll.
Yeah, I wonder if that third gear is just not in a spot where it's usable. Potentially, he's pretty loose on entry as well. So I hit the brake pedal and the wheel kind of stayed straight a little bit to the right. Heard a bit of tire slide. Yeah, definitely a tick free on entry, but it's looking pretty quick out here for River Hayes.
Yeah, he's doing a good job rolling right now. Great.
Top 3 broken away now. Braxton DeWeese, Ashton Crowder in tow of your leader. They're catching lap traffic pretty soon.
Yeah, these 3 up here are checking out from the trucks behind them. And when you get into lap traffic here at a track like this, that really only one line that everybody's running, navigating these lap trucks is going to be key.
Yes, this has been a great test early for Christian Barnes of how do you keep your resolve and fight through the adversity that you've already received very early in this race. Do you overcome it, or do you have a 2008 Kyle Busch type of start to your chase where he obviously fell back very quickly after dominating the regular season? And a track very similar to this, mind you, Gavin.
Yes. This group of trucks right here. I mean, we can watch right here, and it just seems everybody's single file taking their time. They saw how
little
that.
contact
well, I
there.
say that. Single file taking their time.
And Jacob Hefner
Till I
makes a
said
hole.
so.
Move Wesley Burke out of the way and take the spot. Gavin Hinson has lost some spots. Bit of a moment off of turn 2 for the 39.
mistakes here.
Only 2 drivers are a lap down at the moment. So we watch Barnes try and work over Hinson. Tyner Willing is down 1 lap in the 36. Cody Anderson is down 2 laps in the 24 after damage from the initial accident. And River Hayes, he is still not quite caught up to traffic. I don't know if he's exactly pushing the pace at all to go get to traffic, because that's obviously going to make it easier for the 2 behind him to pounce. They always race the leader harder than second and third.
95 truck doing a really good job passing trucks here.
Yeah, Ullman's going the wrong way too.
Trying to cross him over. She can't get the power down.
Yeah, no drive up off for the 34. For the chicken man, if you will. Brinkley getting around Gasheri. Sherry fights back on the top. Dustin Lewis showing a little bit of strength early in this one as well, in this battle for fourth.
Yeah, early on this race, showing a little bit of surprises throughout the field. You know, Christian Barnes outside the top 20.
Right.
And, I mean, obviously with what happened earlier, that wasn't necessarily a controllable accident for him. Tyler Stevenson all the way back in 27th. And the one thing that's not surprising is River Hayes out front.
No, right about that. And these 2, Hayes and Crowder, have started to leave DeWeese a little bit. The 7 starting to fall back. 44 using a bit of a higher line, lower entry, which is really giving him a great run to River Hayes.
Yeah, Ashton Crowder really good at saving tires early in the run, and now that he is on an advantage, using kind of an unconventional line, just letting the truck roll, probably using a lot of brake to turn down and not necessarily a lot of wheel, and that's just allowing him to have a little bit longer of a straightaway and more on throttle time.
Kind of reminds you of Richmond, right? He ran every line under the sun at Richmond and was fast in all of them, showing a similar sort of pace here at Stafford.
Yeah, that's the thing about guys like Ashton Crowder who are just so elite on iRacing is River Hayes is a really, really solid iRacer, really good. He's won several races with us, and he's fast when he's running his line, fast when he's doing the right thing. Ashton Crowder's fast no matter what he's doing.
Yeah, you mentioned River Hayes winning with us. He's also won about 1,500 other races on the service. I mean, this guy knows his way to victory lane about everywhere. If he hasn't got the alien achievement for winning at every racetrack, golly, he's got to be pretty close.
His 1,500 wins compared to my 30.
Yeah, I don't even think I have 30.
That is a wild number.
Yeah, incredible. The longevity, the speed everywhere. I mean, and we're working through lap traffic now, getting around the 28. That's Brad Collier is going to get out of the way of the leader. This is where the racing starts to get really exciting if you're the leader, is working lap traffic and understanding the right way to get by lap traffic.
I think it's exciting for us. I think it's stressful for the leaders. I mean, River Hayes has one of the best on here right behind him, and he's got a lot of cars that he's faster than in front of him, and he's got to keep a cool, level head here.
And I don't think Crowder is going to put him in a bad spot either. They're going to work with each other to get through traffic, see if they can race this out heads up. But River still has to make the right choices when he gets there. We're getting to two wide traffic. That's the worst thing they could see.
Yeah, he's doing a good job rolling the bottom, though. I really like that line he's running because it's not using up a lot of tire. He's just holding it right on that white line on the bottom, not fighting the truck. Maybe not doing as much of on throttle and off, or as much on throttle time as Ashton Crowder, and making up as much speed every now and then, but he's just so consistent, and that's going to be a really good long run.
Wesley Burke has had an issue in the 25.
Looks like there's a little bit of damage on the left front too.
Quite a bit of damage, and the right rear also. 25 truck not driving well.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely damage related.
Something broke on that truck. Not sure what it was. It was something. Hayes checks out to a little bit of a lead as they start to work through traffic. DeWeese has caught up. Brinkley, though, is about 3 seconds back in the 98, and a few cars in between them as well.
Yeah, after that first group of traffic, River Hayes is able to check out a little bit over Crowder. That's a really comforting thing as we're halfway through stage 1.
A little further back, Lewis and Marinko nose to tail as they work behind Gasheri. That's 5, 6, and 7 in the race. Hinson trying to hold off Luke Barnes directly behind them as well. Barnes applying the pressure, in fact, applying the bumper to Hinson. Not a driver you particularly want to rattle.
Especially if he's a chase driver and you're not. Like,
That's right. That's right.
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, I always say know who you're racing against, understand situation, and I don't know if that's exactly happening. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Big loose moment for the 04. Not what Hinson wanted to see at that moment by any stretch. Battle for the lead rages on as well. Crowder is there as they work around the 25 of Gary Baldwin Jr.
Yeah, Crowder's been able to use the 26 truck being in front of River Hayes is kind of a way to close that gap back up, but now that he's the one in clean air, Hayes is able to get that lead back out to a truck length or so.
Crowder tries the high side, tries to really chop down. Look at the run he's going to get. He got there into 3, had nowhere to go. Stevenson, remember, that's a chase driver. Running in 23rd position, who might go a lap down in stage 1 of Chase Race 1.
Yeah, everybody's been really friendly with the leaders up until now, but I don't think Stevenson's going to give them as much grace as everyone else has behind him.
I would bet not.
Gonna be fun to watch. Crowder's line is just so unique compared to what everyone else is running.
I mean, when you're running second, you kind of have to, right? If you do exactly what the leader does, you'll do exactly what the leader does.
I suppose. You are right there.
And they're starting to check up in front.
Yeah, Crowder was there that time, but he elected to keep running this line he's running.
Yeah, Addison kind of held them up a little bit. Now Stevenson got around Addison.
Yeah, Hayes is going to have to really start protecting the bottom of the track here on corner exit, so Crowder's not able to get that run.
Yeah, Crowder way to the outside, third lane up against the wall, brings it down the racetrack. DeWeese is to the back bumper of Crowder. Crowder might have got there this time.
Crowder's there for now, but Hayes is... Yeah, Crowder's there under him.
Oh, didn't get the run off the corner, Hayes didn't.
Now let's see what Hayes does to Crowder this time. If he's going to crowd him,
Gonna
try
have
to
to
use the 1 as a pick.
Got to get there first. They're even. Down the backstretch into 3.
Yeah, I really like what Hayes is doing right here, trying to keep the 44 behind the 1 truck. Because that 1 truck is going to fight for his life to stay on the lead lap.
Gonna have to. This could be your chase right here. I know that sounds dramatic, being a 7-race playoff sort of situation, but I mean, the 1 is already 100 points back of the 27 and 75 points back of the 82, who's your leader, who's right on the tailpipes.
Yeah, and check out Braxton DeWeese. He's back in the fight.
Yeah, the 7 hasn't gone anywhere. Just reel them back in. Closing on the end of stage number 1, that being in just under 30 laps time. Crowder in the grass that time.
That was a bold move by Crowder. Really threw it way down there. Now Hayes is trying to use Stevenson in front of him. He's
Noah Hubbard's
clear.
around. Chase driver. has gone for a ride. Racing with the 17.
He's on the bottom there. Maybe slight contact, but I think everybody's good for now.
Yeah, he slid up the racetrack and
Yeah, it looks like he just lost grip there on the bottom and just slid up into the 17.
yeah, overdrove it a little bit. 17 cut him no brakes.
Neither did the wall.
That's true. Walls have a tendency to do that, but interesting. I'm seeing River Hayes on pit road, Ashton Crowder on pit road. DeWeese will stay out and inherit the lead. A lot of drivers on pit road right now.
Yeah, but there's a handful that aren't. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
And by DeWeese and Brinkley, Marinko staying out, among others, no wave arounds this time either, so that is going to be unfortunate for all those a lap down. They will not get their laps back.
No, they won't, but you can expect them to come in and pit if pit road remains open.
Pretty much have to. You might get the wave around. We still wouldn't get the wave around at the end of the stage either, I wouldn't think. Kind of puts you in a bit of a bind.
Yeah, you're just going to have to put those fresh tires on and fight for the lucky dog.
I hope that you can get there, certainly. I believe Harold Tucker III is your lucky dog in the 79, Trey, who is stopping on the inside of the racetrack. Letting the leaders by so they can choose, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, actually, Steven Addison might be the lucky dog. Not really sure. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. We'll get through it.
Leaders are choosing. That's going to put River Hayes in 4th, Ashton Crowder 5th. After the choose, it'll be Crowder 4th, Hayes 5th.
Yeah, DeWeese, Merriman, Jewett, and then Crowder on the fresh tires. And I mean, the fall off I think was pretty substantial on that run, so I don't know how well these 3 on no tires are going to hold out.
Yeah, and this track's pretty warm too. It's 97 degrees.
It certainly is. And 97 on the racetrack, 73 on the air temp. As we're all doubled up and ready to rumble.
Coming to the green here, lights are off. Gonna be a 20-lap dash to the end of the stage.
Lights are still on.
Oh, they are? Okay.
Had me worried there for a minute. I was like, I see the lights on, Gavin. The lights are on.
It did not look like they were on.
Yeah, back in the field, you can still see has not caught up yet.
Okay.
And Tyler Willing still just exiting turn 2. Your leader's entering 1 right now, so quite a gap back to the tail of the field. Wesley Burke, the only driver out of this race. Gary Baldwin Jr., the first driver a lap down, all the way back to Tyler Willing. It looks like Steven Addison did get the lucky dog. That's what I'm seeing. He's lined up around Luke Barnes. Pace lights are still on. So we'll go another lap. I think this is really helping the drivers who stayed out. Letting those air pressures kind of drop a little bit down to more of closer to the optimal number, maybe even a little bit below optimal, so that when they fire off, they can, you know, rise up to optimal versus being way higher than they're supposed to be and just losing a lot of grip. So we're going to find out, though, here shortly. I believe we're going green this time. Pace lights are on still. They're still on. Yeah, pace lights are still on. All right.
Still rolling.
Still rolling.
Great side-by-side racing all the way back. 15 rows of 2x2.
Oh man, it took me a minute to be like, what do you mean? Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. A lot of drivers with some sort of penalty. You see the inside lane back here it's a long one.
Okay, maybe it's not 15 rows of 2x2.
Not quite, but quite a bit of 2x2 nonetheless. Virtual Mailbag has a great point. Only 20 laps to the stage caution. Good opportunity to test out the tire disadvantage. And here we go.
Really good job from Braxton Weiss.
Oh, Jewett got split 3 wide. New tires on either side.
I really like the position River Hayes is in. Now I don't, because Merriman's going down to the bottom.
Oh, we are
all
all discombobulated here. Merriman in a bad spot. Hayes trying to get to the 44. If he can get off the corner first. No, he can't. Crowder to the outside. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. Busheri's around. In front of the field. It's a parking lot on the backstretch. A bunch of chase drivers involved. I saw Jewett. I saw Ullman. Dustin Lewis was in it. They're still wrecking.
Oh, but again.
Sherry in the 30. Jewett in the 45, and they're 3 wide, and I don't think they realized it. Hinton got a piece of that as well.
Man, that is just
it's a lot
terrifying in front of you.
Oh, man.
Ow. Sherry's just here on the bottom of that 30 truck. Rolling bottom, he gets 3 wide. I don't think he realizes it.
No, there's no way he does.
Comes off the apron and just ran out of room. And unfortunately for everyone behind him, there's not much room on this track.
Tell you what, I got to give a massive shout out to everybody back in this group who potentially is going to lose a lap out of this as well, but for not piling in and making it worse.
Well, they should stay in front of the leader even if they're behind the pace truck, so they should get waved around.
That's true. That's true. That's valid. Have word from race control that the 30 is going to get charged with that caution. That makes sense to us. I can also confirm the 1, the 04, the 16, and the 21 all got choose violations on the last restart, which is why they were at the back in that long single file line.
Yeah, and I think there were a few chase drivers you listed in there.
That's right.
I know the one, so.
Yeah, not having a great day is the one. So for those curious, that is, of course, Tyler Stevenson in the one who's back up to 15th or 13th, by the way, on pit road now. The 04 is Luke Barnes. The 16 is Michael Wade, that green truck. And the 21 is Alex Young. Those are the drivers with choose violation last time by at the restart at the back of the field, but they are all running in varying degrees of top 10 right now.
Yeah, now here's something I don't like if I'm Braxton DeWeese, because I'm not a chase driver.
Right.
A lot of these laps since the first caution have been more under yellow.
Right.
So if he pits and everyone in front of him stays out, he's going to be buried.
Oh, did he get a choose violation? I think he did. He's going all the way to the back.
That is very unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. That's going to put him in a tough spot right now. That's going to put Crowder and Hayes up front. Ooh, pit. So they're going to have fresh stuff and the lead. Only driver to stay out is Merriman.
Yeah, can Merriman stay in the top 10 on old tires?
He's going to need to for the track position and that those stage points. I mean, remember, that's one of your yellow banners.
I think he can stay in the top 10. I just don't know if he's going to be able to rack up a lot of stage points. I think he's going to have to be okay with just a few.
I think you're okay with getting anything, considering some of your competitors probably won't get any. Remember, Ullman caught him in that accident. Green flag's back out. Crowder has the lead over Hayes.
Really good jump from Crowder there. That's a lot better than the initial start on the race that River Hayes was able to take advantage of. Merriman right now doing a pretty good job keeping everyone behind him, but this 95 truck
got split 3 wide.
He has taken no prisoners tonight.
Little contact from the back as well. Got a shot from the 17. He's still getting a shot from 17.
Yeah, this is scary if you're a guy. Right
oh, he got into the back of it really hard. Calkins into the 17. Calkins still trying to save it. That's going to cost Eric Jewett.
Yeah, don't lose a lap here.
Unreal.
Get back going.
Showing Derek Jewett as the leader now. Now it's cycled through. Yeah, he's not, but cycled through now.
Back up front, Crowder bobbled a little bit. We don't see that much.
We got Hayes fighting to the inside. A lot of pressure. Yeah, a lot of pressure being applied right now from Hayes. Oh, he got into him a little bit. Hayes is going to slide. Crowder's going to go around in front of Hinson. Hinson's into him.
Oh.
Up the racetrack. Caution is out.
That is.
Caution is out.
That's not great for any of the top 3 there.
No, that hurt all of them equally. High above. Yeah, he just overshot it and clipped him. Crowder goes around. Hinson
almost saves it too.
Left front to right front contact for Hinson in the 44. So that means damage repair for that truck. Hinson looks like he's going to stay out. Potentially might pit for damage repair. No, he'll stay out. And then, of course, the 82 is going to go to the back, more than likely, for cause of caution. Which means he's going to have a long, long road back with only 3 laps in the stage as well. He just forfeited all the stage points.
I said Gavin Hinson was going to be the truck to watch.
You're right.
Our top 2.
You're right.
Check out who's in position to win stage 1.
Yeah, he very well. I don't know if we're going. I don't think we're going back racing here.
That might be why he's staying out, to get those points.
I imagine this is the stage. There's no way that we're going to go back racing with 1 to go, I wouldn't think.
Even with damage, you have to take the stage win.
Right. Considering you don't know what lies ahead, you want those 10 points just in case.
Speaking of getting stage points, check out Christian Barnes up to 9th. He's going to pick up 2.
How about Adam Holston quietly in 3rd? Dustin Lewis quietly in 4th. Talked with them earlier about just being around, not necessarily stealing any headlines, but they are cycling out quite nicely out of this. Merriman did end up getting points in 6th. Christian Barnes in 9th, as you mentioned. Those are your chase drivers getting points.
Yeah, this is going to really tighten up the field, I think.
It will. Those 25-point gaps are going to close up rather precipitously. Well, I am pretty safe to say this is going to be the stage. So let's show our top 10. And stage winner will be Gavin Hinson. Let's bring him up here. Gavin Hinson, Morgan and Gavin up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Well, stage 1 winner. Bit of a chaotic end of the stage. How's the right front feeling?
I don't know. I was going to ask you, how did it look?
Definitely some wrinkles on it, but that's just short track racing.
Yeah, I might leave it now.
So how have your first 80 laps been so far?
Pretty challenging. Just trying to learn the track and learn what I can do. It's hard to pass, as I figured. Looks like just a track position race, and yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting how this thing's gonna play out.
So fuel now being a bit of a concern here. You're reasonably close to making it if you were to pit here. What does that look like the rest of the way? Is this going to end up being a who puts tires on at the right time situation, or what are you anticipating here?
I mean, it could be, but it could also be, somebody staying out, making a bold move, staying out and holding off the tires. It could be one of those situations. I don't know. We'll have to see what this brings, what the rest of the race brings us as far as the scenarios and stuff. We'll have to deal with it as we get it.
Absolutely. While we got you up here, anyone you want to thank or shout out for winning stage number 1 here in Stafford?
Well, I want to shout out Rob's Custom Wraps, Waterforce Racing, and my new sponsor, Frontline Racing. Glad to have those guys aboard. And yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, Gavin. Good luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate it.
Back to Waterforce Racing he will go, as we just wrapped up in time for the choose. Look at us go.
That's one thing I like about the way Gavin Henson is looking heading into the chase. Is he's such a level-headed guy when we talk to him. I mean, he just won the stage, and he seems like he's just ready to take care of business for these last 120 laps.
Right. Yeah, borderline gnomic in his interviews, right? There few words, sometimes got some cryptic messages in there, just but as you mentioned, very level-headed, rarely gets upset, or at least rarely sounds any more animated than he is, right? He doesn't really change levels. He's always that same kind of processing sort of vibe. So that obviously suits him quite well on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's one thing you're going to have to do in a race this chaotic. We just saw so many things going wrong for so many different drivers, and I mean, he even had damage there.
Right.
Could have gotten rattled, could have been upset, but he's ready to go for the second stage.
Now let's have a quick look through where all of your chase drivers are. Hinson obviously is leading the way. Dustin Lewis is in 6th position. We got Adam Holston, who is now in the 10th spot. John Merriman right behind him. Derek Jewett back in 18th. Miss Christian Barnes in there somewhere. Christian Barnes in 7th, apologies for that. Tyler Stevenson, up in row. John Ullman, a little further back. He was right in front of River Hayes with the penalty. I got drivers kind of all over the place here in this one. And Noah Hubbard. Noah Hubbard as well. I knew I missed one. Can't forget about Noah Hubbard, who is in 21st on the lead lap in the off-the-walls number 12, who's already been into the wall tonight after contact with the 17, as we are now 1 to go. Here we go.
Got a lot of new players up front.
How much do we cycle out? That's what I want to know.
I'm not really
and the
sure.
17. Here we go. Oh, 95 rotated so well, got pinched to the dirt. Oh, we got a spin behind him. It's Holston. 48 up into the wall with the 36, I believe.
So we're going to manage to stay going, though. Just so challenging here on these restarts when you have a lot of cars with different amounts of speed in them, all bunched up together with nowhere to go.
Yeah, certainly. And Willing went way to the high side, was 3 wide. 48 did not realize it.
And that's a trouble spot here, is corner exit in 2 and 4 both. Because this is such a skinny track, but since you're able to use the apron, you can throw it 3 wide. It's just...
Oh, contact with Hinson.
Very aware.
95. That's Hefner. Showing a little bit of muscle right now. Hinson starting to fall back a bit.
Yeah, Jacob has not been afraid to use that front bumper. We've seen him move a few trucks on his way up into the top 3. And I feel like Gavin Henson's showing just a tiny bit of that damage because he's losing a few spots, but he's losing a lot of ground to our leaders.
He's also in the not preferred line as well, and that may have gotten him a little bit out of rhythm, a little more out of rhythm than he wants to be in. Marenko, who's to his inside, is on 10-lap newer tires as well. That should be noted. I just saw the 24.
A tiny bit.
Cody Anderson lose a little bit of positioning. It's been a rough night so far for the 24, but nonetheless, there is our driver cam driver, Cody Anderson. Caught up in the first accident, went 2 laps down trying to fix it, and is just slowly but surely trying to fight through it. Appreciate him for giving us the opportunity to have a look inside his office where he has many computers.
Many computers and many chairs.
Yes, he does. Fantastic. I believe Noah Hubbard had it. Yes, Noah Hubbard in the grass. Something going wrong with the 12. Well, it's the middle of the day, Gavin. Sunny outside.
It's the middle of the day at Stafford.
Yeah. Oh, contact with Wasaki.
Oh.
Bit of a self-clear from the 12. No caution either. Yeah, tough spot.
Yeah, I think these chase drivers are just all starting to get a little bit of frustration building because none of their days are really going like they want them to, and that's generating mistakes.
I was going to say the only driver who's having a clean day was the 48 who got spun on the last restart. I mean, Hinson's doing the best of them right now, but still has the damage. Dustin Lewis was in an accident earlier with Gasheri right behind him. A little bit of damage still on the 8.
Christian Luke Barnes' day not look so bad.
Yeah, right. Christian Barnes as well. Remember, caught up in accident number 1, starting out back. He's in 10th right now with Sean Merriman all over the back bumper, who was he didn't really have any damage. He just shuffled out on tires for the 18. He was also in that Adam Holston incident. Derek Jewett has been around once today. He's 14th. Adam Holston just went around and has pretty heavy right front damage. He is struggling back. I think Dustin Lewis just had big problems in 9th. Tyler Stevenson has just now got back on the lead lap. Noah Hubbard, the last car on the lead lap, and those are your chase drivers. John Ullman's in there somewhere. John Ullman, 23rd as well on the lead lap.
Yeah, it's one of those races.
It is.
We got a battle for second. That's a battle for second, not for the lead.
Yeah, Barnes trying to hold off Hefner. And Marenko not too far behind him either.
I was about to say, I really like the way Marenko's looking right now. Just able to carry so much more speed on corner entry, but not lose it on exit.
He's got that kind of, that Jaws theme playing. Oh my goodness. Not clear, but made it clear for Hefner. Oh, he slides at the racetrack. Barnes didn't like it.
Marenko's got a great seat in the house, but he might need to have his head on a swivel right here.
Yeah, these guys are driving the wheels off of these trucks right now.
Very
early
early
to the bottom.
Too, though.
It is. And
it's scary.
I don't think these guys can't make it to the end on fuel either, so you got to wonder if they're just racing to the caution or what their plan is.
Well, I mean, you're going to go probably 2 laps down pitting here.
Yeah. You're going to have to do it under. You have to do it under caution. Oh, we got an incident. In fact, Crowder's around. Merriman's around. Well, there's your caution. This gets you to the end on fuel, no question.
Yeah.
So here's Crowder trying to get around Hayes, Merriman, and DeWeese. Remember, these were some of the faster drivers. Oh, Crowder got into the 82, got loose, bobbled.
Yeah,
sent the 18 around. Yeah.
And that's frustrating for the 18.
It is.
Or for the 82, but I mean, being the 82, you have to expect at this point in the race, Crowder's not going to cut you any slack.
Right.
So,
yeah,
just wrong place, wrong time for Merriman there.
For sure. Yeah, at that, I mentioned I don't think he's actually involved in anything. Well, now he has been. Now he's definitely gone around, which means all 10 chase drivers have been involved in some sort of accident. The one leading the way right now, well, in fact, it's hard to say because they're on pit road. I think it's Adam Holston. That may cycle back to River Hayes. It will cycle back to River Hayes. And then Derek Jewett, who is in fourth, is having the second best at the moment of the chase days.
And I said at the top of the show, survival is key, and I think Saviano might be the only truck who hasn't been in an accident already.
Oh, he definitely got into somebody and caused an accident, so I don't think.
Okay.
Because remember, that's who the 12 went off of, right? So.
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone has actually been free from accidents today. As we're at the choose. Oh, that was. Oh, I don't think a couple guys, a lot of guys did not make that choose. Yeah, I think most of the field failed to choose properly there, including the 45, if I saw that correctly.
This is
a black flag for Merriman as well. Probably on pit road at a weird time.
I would hate to be race control right now.
They got 2 of them up there. Big shout out. In fact, 3 of them up there. Brandon Willard, Harold Tucker, the third, who's still on the racetrack, 37 laps. He's retired, 37 laps down. And Santa Claus, also known as Logan Threlkeld, who filled in for you when you were away.
I gotcha.
When you were at one-liner camp, he filled in for
yeah,
you.
No, one-liner. I forgot about that, but you know,
it was 2 weeks ago. A long time.
Oh, it's 2 weeks.
Goodness gracious. Well, we're just past halfway here. 200 laps on the board. 108 have been completed. Trying to work 109 this time by. Savignano leading the way with the Caswell Glass Series banner on it, trying to show love to all the sponsors out there. Should that'll get picked up in post-race. Sherry in second after going for the ride earlier. Rebounds nicely. River Hayes, Derek Jewett, Steven Addison, your top 5. Michael Wade, after having 2 shots to win last week at Daytona, finds himself in 5th. And get ready, because here we go. Lights are out. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. Big crash on the restart. 54 has gone around. Collier's around. The 81's around way up in the distance. Goodness
this is
gracious.
Just a mess.
Yeah, restarts have been an issue here tonight.
Yeah, not a super wide track.
Not at all.
When you're restarting in the middle of the corner, it's easy to...
Oh, Gavin Hinson got loose. Spun the tires, got the 2. 28 got help from the 34. Yeah, it all started with Hinson. I'm not sure where the 81. Oh, he spun. He was right in front of these guys. Into 1 and just overcooked it a little bit. A little bit of help from the 12, but oh, the 27 just missed him.
Wow.
Time did a nice job too getting on the binders. That could have been a big hit for both those guys. Addison's just trying to get back righted.
I was about to say, when you're the 81 truck, pointed the wrong way.
Yeah.
just watching the trucks go by you is just a helpless feeling.
It is excruciatingly difficult to not let that truck roll either. To not be like, I need to get these spots back right now, because you're going to lose all the track position. You're not going to get it back. So that's the part that is just so frustrating and makes you want to whip that thing around and get back in line, but you very quickly find yourself head on with somebody else or getting sideswiped or whatever the case is, because it was a rejoin that no one else was expecting.
Yeah.
Now we're choosing again. So far, so good.
A lot less games being played this time.
Yeah. I almost wonder if enough drivers get a choose violation, if they just say, yeah, no one's going to get a penalty this time. Because that last restart, I felt like most drivers received some issues. But I think we're all good.
Good. Now Outfield's still getting caught back up, so it's probably going to be one more lap.
We are lights out on the pace truck, in fact.
I am just not good at this tonight.
Hey, just keep guessing.
I have a 50.
We're going to get there eventually.
I have a 50% chance, so I'll just keep guessing.
Ish. There's some extra probability work at play there, but we're going to let that one slide for now.
Well,
17 and the 16 on the front row. Barnes and Hefner. I'm not trying to hear your fancy math. Here we go. Three wide again. Hefner takes no prisoners on the bottom. And Luke Barnes slid the corner. Oh, the one's hard in the wall. And the 9's around as well. Oh, the one's killed. In front of Cody Anderson. Caution is out. Oh, Cody Anderson got a pretty big hit there. Stevenson, I don't know what happened. That thing did not slow down into the corner. They gone from bad to worse. Watch this. Oh, he got punted.
Oh, yeah, hell.
And then Kime spun. And the one certainly didn't cut him any brakes there. And Anderson just nowhere to go. Great job by Holston. Check this out. That's how you avoid an accident, folks.
I mean, that was a great job.
And we're going to see it here. So there's the accident. Not really sure where to go. Remember, 24 was in it. Right there.
Yeah, can't see anything.
Whoop. Good job.
Wow. That's really impressive because in his onboard, you could not see anything during the wreck.
No,
you had no idea if the cars were staying up top or if they were sliding down the track. You just had to be ready.
Yeah, he made a gut call and made the right one. But I have to imagine that caution will be charged to the 1. Have to think. Not making Cody Anderson's day any better with that fairly significant front end damage. I think he might have got through that. Not as bad as I thought, actually. That truck looks okay, a little bit on the right front, but all in all, I think he'll be all right.
He's already taken a repair, too. He's already taken a fast repair.
Oh, he has? Yeah. No, he hasn't, actually. He's not.
Okay, well, he reset at the first caution. Is how he went 2 laps down.
Right, I think he had to tow. I don't think he used the fast repair, though, when he towed.
Okay, I gotcha. He was trying to get out of everyone's way.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, when you're in a bad spot on the racetrack, it's the courteous thing to do that. Of course, you wouldn't do that in real life. You wouldn't hook up to the tow truck if you didn't have to, but a little bit different in this situation. I think we're choosing here. Yes, we are. Driver's making it pretty clear. I don't think those 5 bonus points for no incidents is going to give it to anybody tonight.
I wonder if we can give 5 bonus points to the most incidents.
That seems like it's rewarding the wrong thing, Gavin.
Yeah, but I mean, at this point in the race, why not?
Well, also because there's a DQ if you get to 25, so don't want to do that. So that happened a number of times last week. Somebody's blinking quite profusely further back. Ace lights are off, under 80 laps to go. Do we get to see just under 80 lap dash to the end, or will it get broken up by more of the yellow fabric waving in the air?
The announcer jinxes deadly. I will not comment on that.
Oh, the 9 got charged with the caution. All right. Into turn number 1. So far, looks like we are all right. '95 sailed it off in there. A little contact with the 16. Looks like they got through it okay. Michael Wade, pretty good on these short tracks.
He almost ran out of room there. He scraped the wall just a little bit on exit, but he's okay. Ashton Crowder and River Hayes.
Oh, Brinkley contact! That was a big hit to the 16 for the 98. They wobbled all the way down the backstretch. At the head of this group, as we have Christian Barnes in the top 6, his highest spot all day.
It's a great group of trucks right there, all racing each other.
Yeah, Hayes is in that group. Lewis, Crowder, Barnes, DeWeese. I mean, these are drivers. Those 5, you can pick the winner out of that group, and no one would be surprised.
I mean, we watched the start of the race, and these 3 battling right here for 6th were battling for 1st for a while.
That's right. Plus Christian Barnes, remember last year's champion. Caught up an accident very early in this race. He now is up in position to get some solid points. Hayes going to try and take it to the inside, not going to be able to do so.
Look at Ashton Crowder making that.
Oh, contact with the 16 and the 2. Holy cow, that was close.
16 seems to be a little bit of a punching bag right now.
He's certainly getting worked over right now.
You have to stay calm. Don't let it get to you.
Tries to get to the bottom, but there's nothing doing.
Weiss is really impressive here right now.
And Wade is just on the wrong side of the racetrack right now. Cannot find a way down to the bottom. Gonna get put 3 wide if he's not careful. No, Crowder looks to the bottom. He's gonna try and go 3 wide underneath everyone that thinks better of it.
I thought he was gonna go for it.
Me too. He had the momentum, but I think that was a good decision not to. He's gonna get around Wade right here. Now Barnes will try and clear the fading 16.
And now Crowder's in a position he can run that line that he wants to. That real wide sweeping diamond line that he likes so much. We saw him do it very effectively at Richmond.
And these were the top 2 in points coming into the night. 8th and 9th right now as they're both having trouble getting around the 16. And here comes Gasheri to try and spoil the party. Oh my goodness, Wade making trouble. Oh, Kevin Hinson's around behind him. We stay green, caution is out.
Holston's in it too.
Yeah, Holston and Hinson involved in this one. This stage is going from bad to worse for the 39. Well, remember, he won the stage.
Yeah, those 10 points that he got to win the stage are at least somewhat of a consolation for how the rest
Holston
went.
Came off the wall. And then Anderson, he got into the back of the 48 pretty hard.
Just 3 trucks that seem to all be caution magnets, all 3 getting into each other.
Yeah, like I don't think, like no one did anything wrong there. That's the really frustrating part, is obviously Holston may have caught the wall a little bit, got a little bit loose, but that was not by any means intentional or aggressive or anything like that. Hinson just got clipped and spun from it, and Cody Anderson's going to get the worst of it. Be out of the race. Hinson also with the black flag. I'm assuming that's an incident limit drive-through.
I would imagine that's what that is.
And Luke Barnes will inherit the lead. Driver's pit right there.
Luke Barnes, who wasn't in the lead, was he?
He was not. He was not.
Ashton Crowder being in second, going to be able to choose on the front row. That's what I'm going to be watching right here. Because now he has an advantage over River Hayes, where he's going to be on the front row. So he should be able to get out to a lead. And when he's out front, he's hard to reel back in.
Yeah, Hayes with the fresher tires by about 6 laps over Crowder. Precious tires in the top 10 belong to Hubbard and Savignano, who, much like Gachere, pronounces his name differently every time. Something with those Italian names really gets me.
Keep guessing.
Keep guessing. That's right. Good callback. Gavin, the king of improv grubs, up here in the booth.
Have to be good at something.
All right. 65 laps to go. Barnes, Crowder, Hayes, Gachere, Savignano, and Barnes are your top 6. How about Hubbard are your top 6?
And how about Hubbard in the top 6? The way his
How about it is right. He spun twice. Once with caution, once with no caution. He's still in the top 10. Unreal drive.
He's had a similar day, and Olin hasn't had the flashiest day either.
No.
He's in the top 10.
Yeah, not a stellar day for the 34 either. Dave Billings in 9th and Gary Baldwin Jr. in 10th. Big shout out to those two as well. But we're back racing. Barnes tries to clear and looks like he will clear over Crowder.
I really like watching Ashton Crowder on these restarts because his line is so unique. In the run, he's able to get off of 2 if he can get alongside the leader. It's just so fun to watch somebody who's running a different line as everyone else, but doing it effectively.
Yeah, you're right about that. Gachere on the wrong side of battle. Noah Hubbard. Oh my goodness. Jewett sailed it in there, and he got real close to the door of Gachere. Big hit in the center of the corner. He's out of control sideways right now. The 45 is going to get really loose. He's going to cross over him. We're going to be 4 wide on the exit. No way to make it through this.
Everybody can take a deep breath for now.
Yeah, that probably could have been 2 or 3 cautions. All bundled into one. Jewett losing a ton of spots.
You just got to collect yourself here.
And nothing else to do, certainly. Gachere's still under fire from the 95. Brinkley gets around Jewett as well. And Crowder, well, he's there.
He is there. But how about River Hayes on those 6-lap fresher tires, really able to roll bottom here?
This looks like a ton of fun for your top 3.
Definitely a ton of fun for Luke Barnes. He's leading.
Look at Ashton Crowder. His brand new Iowa Hawkeye shirt. Oh, he got to the bottom.
That
slider. Crossover.
Maybe.
Drag race. Into 3. Way to the top. Can he use the run off the corner? Yes. Slingshot move, and he's got the lead.
There he goes.
Barnes now to the bottom. He's going to try the same thing. Oh, he got into his door. Great. We don't usually get to see the hands as the truck is sliding. Great save from Crowder.
I believe I did a little bit of lip reading there, and he's not happy.
I bet not. I bet not. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I wasn't watching the lips. I was watching the truck dead sideways in turn number 2 as Jewett has fallen back very quickly. He's now 13th. Restarted up in the top 5.
Yeah, that truck is just super loose on entry for him. I wonder if he's got that brake bias so far in one direction that he just, even adding the brake back into it, just can't get it where he wants it.
And I had heard about that earlier, about brake bias being very important to set up here. Because I think Ullman's gone around. Yes, Ullman off in the dirt as we have a battle for the lead. What happened to one of our chase drivers? Potentially an incident with another chase driver as Crowder's taking the lead away.
Watching Ullman right here with 27, Christian Barnes. Oh, he got the 2 build inside. Maybe not having help.
Yeah, he got help. Yeah. Oh, then he got help. Oh, almost got help again. Yeah, really, it was Wade on both of those, really. I mean, Wade got into the back of him. Wade spun around too, actually. Yeah, Wade's in the dirt.
He was up front earlier. And this race has turned on its head.
Yeah, Wade fell back also very quickly, same manner as Jewett did. I think 16 loose on his own, potentially.
Yeah.
We're going to see it here off of turn number 4, right behind Jewett, in fact. Yeah, just loose on his own. Round he goes.
Oh.
Back up front. Hayes working on DeWeese, getting worked over by Hefner. Hubbard's involved as well. Drivers be moving, drivers be shaking. I don't think I've seen a driver tonight be as proficient getting to the inside of somebody as that 95 has been.
Yeah, he's been great at doing that. And River Hayes starting to slide back now.
Yeah, maybe pushed a little bit too hard. Got those temps and those pressures up a little bit.
Yeah, he's sliding on corner exit there. That's definitely what that is.
Yeah, Hubbard starting to show the nose, and Luke Barnes is starting to hold this group up as well. DeWeese all over the tailgate. Oh, he spun him!
Oh.
Barnes slides up the racetrack down in front of traffic. He's going to get Hayes. Hayes hard into the wall.
Wow.
And with under 50 laps to go, the driver who came in second in points just had a massive hit to their day.
That is just wow.
So first, the incident with the 04. Let's go back even a little bit further.
Yeah, DeWeese has a great run down the straightaway here.
I don't know if DeWeese made an aggressive move or if the 04 tried to block or a combination thereof, but regardless.
Yeah, DeWeese was just reeling in slowly but surely. Definitely going to have a good run to get to his bumper off of 2, and we're just going to watch what leads into this. He's there, shows the nose inside.
A bit of movement in the braking zone for the 04, and then he tried to keep his foot in it and save it, and unfortunately it just caught Hayes.
And I mean, barely caught him too on that rear bumper.
I mean, you want to see how quickly these things happen. Remember, Hayes fell back a spot to the 95 just moments ago. He's loose off the corner. See, there's the spin. He's thinking, okay, we're good. Car's high. Oh, he's coming back down, and there we go, into the wall. Oh, man.
Yeah, and when it's one of those walls like here that doesn't have a safer barrier, that damages the vehicle a little bit more.
That's right, that Armco pretty tough on these trucks. Now, I'm glad we don't have River Hayes driver cam, because you mentioned Ashton Crowder lip reading. I can't imagine that River Hayes had much good to say either.
Yeah, Ashton's was pretty PG, but I have a feeling that was not.
I wouldn't think so. Well, we have just over 40 laps to go in this one. And it has again been shaken up at the front. Crowder is your leader over DeWeese, Hefner, Hubbard, and Brinkley. Christian Barnes in 6th, Gasheri in 7th, Marinko, Dustin Lewis, Calkins, your top 10. Haven't really talked about Calkins all day. Caught up in an accident or two in that 54, but no guts, no glory on the back of that Toyota. Just trying to stick with it, get some decent finish out of it. Obviously not in the chase for the 54, didn't run enough races. Still trying to have a good night in Stafford.
Yeah, Crowder and Deweese and Hafer, none of them are in the chase, but don't tell them that.
Yeah. First chase driver, Noah Hubbard, and that's the first time we've said that today. It has been anything but a good day for the 12. Christian Barnes is your second of the chase drivers. And there is Barnes. Dustin Lewis had a pretty solid day. He's in 8th. That's another chase driver. Stevenson is in 12th, another chase driver with Merriman. Those two swapping spots right now. Then the guys who haven't had great days, John Ullman is 19th. Derek Jewett's 22nd. River Hayes is 21st. Hinson is 25th, a lap down. Holston is 27th, a lap down. And those are your drivers in the chase.
Yeah, and River Hayes being in 21st, or 7th. River Hayes being in 21st.
21st, yeah.
That is the best possible thing to happen to Christian Barnes.
It is. Yeah, Barnes came in with the lead. 25 points was the advantage. Him being up in the top 5, top 6. And Hayes not getting stage points and being in the 20s, almost in the 20s. That is the best news for the 27. The bad news to the 27, there's still 40 laps to go. And we've seen a lot happen in 40 laps.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's out of the woods yet.
4 drivers out of the race. Cody Anderson, Tyner Willing, Harold Tucker III, Wesley Burke have all retired. Brad Collier, the last driver running, only driver more than 1 lap down. Hinson, Teese, and Holston are all 1 lap down. And here we go. Crowder, DeWeese on the front row, and they're off. Oh, they're spinning behind them. Alex Young is around.
He's the only truck that spun, so we're going to stay green.
Hubbard on the outside of Hefner. Brinkley in tow. Haven't seen a lot out of the 98. Go ahead, Gavin.
I was going to say somebody needs to tell Noah Hubbard that running that outside line works for a lap or so, but you're going to heat up those tires and you will fall like you have dropped an anchor.
And he has some of the oldest tires in the top 10 as well. Crowder has the oldest tires. Oh my goodness, big move for the 12 here. Brinkley all over the back bumper. He's going to get to the inside. It's going to put Hubbard in a bad spot.
Really tight racing, but it's great racing.
Right behind him, too, Gasheri using up the 27.
Yeah, Christian just needs to be smart here. I mean, he has a huge advantage in the points as of right now. Just don't give those points up. You can give up 1 or 2, but don't give up 20.
Yeah, his race in the chase is really more about minimizing mistakes than it is about trying to go on offense. Hubbard, I should say, needs to be on offense.
Well, he's doing it pretty well right now.
Oh, he's leaning on Brinkley.
Be careful, guys.
Little contact in the back bumper. They don't really appreciate that. Brinkley on through to 4th. Update on Hayes. He's up to 13th. Right behind Stevenson.
He's moving fast as well.
We threw 4 fresh Goodyears on it. That's going to make you feel pretty good. He's guiding it around Stevenson. He's holding them up pretty substantially right now. Caution's out. Caution is out. I believe it was Steven Addison. I don't see anything quite yet. A little bit loose. Yeah, right in front of traffic. I think leaders were on the way. Yeah, leaders. Well, there's Holston and Young. Regardless, Cochran comes out for the 81. Now 30 to go.
I think Barney the flag man, I think his arm's tired.
Oh, it sure is. He is waving the heck out of that flag. Hefner up to second. Few drivers pit. Brinkley's on pit road. DeWeese on pit road. Yeah, this is going to get wild. Hayes up to sixth. You're right. Derek Jewett's back in the top 10.
Ullman's in the top 10.
So is Lewis. Hubbard just outside of it on the freshest tires on the racetrack. I mean, I think he actually took 2 tires there, but we're starting to see cream rise to the top here. I'm getting word from race control. He's got Barney on the line. Barney's arm is confirmed falling off after this race. Little recap for you. 10th caution of the day, 1 for stage, 10 for, sorry, 8, or how about 9 for cause? Jeez, math is hard today. With 12 lead changes. Gavin Hinson was your stage 1 winner. Tooth juice. Nothing surprising me so far.
Everybody seems to be choosing pretty straight up right here.
Yeah, it seems that way.
Now, the closer these fresh tires get to the lead, should Ashton Crowder be concerned?
I mean, probably. But also, they got to get there first. I mean, I'm probably not worried about anybody's tires except for Hayes. Well, I mean, Luke Barnes has pretty fresh tires, too. Hayes has shown a lot of speed all day, though. If Hayes gets to the back bumper, I might be a little worried. Especially if they get to racing, because I think Crowder realizes that he has less to race for than Hayes does in the situation. As well as, of course, Lewis and all the other chase drivers up here in the top 10, and the rest of the field, for that matter.
Yeah, like you were saying, the race broke to the top.
It did. A lot of chase drivers in the top 12 now. Crowder, Hefner, away we go. Oh, Hefner got loose, spun the tires, 3 wide behind him. Somebody's wrecking. Merriman is in the wall. Wade's in the wall. Caution's out. Was it Brinkley? I can't think who the other one was. I think it was Brinkley.
Man. Everybody just...
What happened here? Oh, it was the 98. Oh, man. Wade got a big piece of that. It was the 98 that spun. I don't really know how Wade got involved. It was off the 1.
I think they just started stacking up.
That's the weird one. It's almost like Gasheri really shoved the 98 into the corner.
There was the stack up front.
Yeah, there's the stack up. You're right. Oh, it's the 1.
Gets into Gasheri and then...
Yeah. They all kind of bounce off each other. Or restart shenanigans.
It's a byproduct of how small this track is.
Sure is. Sure is. And make that 25 to go. Well, this is actively neutering the fresh tires. This is making it so that the newer or the older tires of Crowder, of Hefner, of Lewis, of Calkins, they are able to get those pressures down to a point where they fire off under optimal, and then they get the preferred racing pressure, and then of course start to go above that later on. Versus Hayes and all of them who are already under that number. So I mean, this is not helping guys like Luke Barnes, River Hayes, Derek Jewett, John Ullman, Noah Hubbard, Gary Baldwin Jr., Braxton DeWeese. This is not helping these guys at all, having all these cautions at the end.
No.
I think Michael Wade getting charged. Michael Wade getting charged with that caution? That doesn't seem right.
He's to the back of the lead lap.
It's on pit road also. I mean, remember, very heavy damage on that truck. That thing is mangled. I believe I've already used a fast repair too.
Not choosing yet.
Not this time. Next time by. Probably. Yeah, we're going to be under 20 to go when we get back racing.
Let's hope that's 20 green flag laps.
I think if I had to pick a truck that led the most laps on it, it would be the one leading right now, that iRacing, you know, street truck. That thing has led a lot of laps tonight.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Can confirm no charge of caution racing incident.
Crowder going to the outside.
Sure did. Hey, Gavin, does your timing have laps led by chance?
1 second, I have it rolled over to the side. Just let me check.
I would take a guess that the 44s led the most laps, but I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, it is not a...
Unfortunate. Anyway, I still think that the iRacing pace trucks at the most. Crashton Crowder just left. The 44, I believe, had his computer freeze. Yes, he did. Oh, goodness gracious. That changes everything.
Wow.
The leader's gone.
But we're still here.
We're still here. Now it's Barnes and Lewis on the front row. Lewis got to get up there. Pace lights are out.
All right, he's up there now.
Goodness gracious.
What a development.
We go. 20 laps to go.
Great jump from Barnes.
Chase race number 1 has been wild. A pair of non-chase drivers lead the way over Lewis and Hayes.
We got a pair of non-chase drivers up front, but there is a flock of chase drivers right behind him.
Brinkley on pit road, deserve a penalty. Contact behind them. And there's 4 of your chase drivers on your screen.
I really like that line River Hayes is able to run all the way down on the white line.
He's got to hold off Noah Hubbard on the freshest tires right now. Oh, here comes the run. Thought about 3 wide.
Running.
If Hayes can clear, this would do wonders for his race.
Yeah, he's just struggling to clear, though. Lewis is doing such a good job. There Hayes goes. He's clear now.
There it is. Got Lewis on some of the oldest tires in the field at the moment. The 12 will get around him. DeWeese is the next one to try and make quick work of the 8. Luke Barnes out by half a second over Hefner. Same gap back to Hayes. 15 laps remaining from Stafford.
Yeah, Dustin Lewis just isn't, well, he's able to now, but he was just not able to get down to the bottom as he was just getting freight trained and lost a few spots there.
Stevenson and Barnes battle for 10th, trying to have the best rebound of the day. I think these two are tied right now for biggest rebounds. Oh, DeWeese and Lewis continue to scrap. I think Addison has gone around. Addison has gone around. Caution's out. Caution is out. We'll have under 10 laps to go in regulation.
Oh, boy.
81 has had a rough night. Gone around a few times. Oh, there's the 52 behind him.
Wow.
Went for a bit of a slide. Gary Baldwin Jr. may have had something to do with this. Sure did. 26 in deep into the corner. Gets the 81. Spins him around. And Holston did a nice job avoiding. But did Brinkley? Goodness gracious. Now it's Barnes, Hefner, Hayes, Hubbard, and Lewis, your top 5. Crowder is back, by the way, but will be 7 laps down after the disconnect. Finds himself 28th. Last car running.
I don't know if I would have joined back if I was him. This race has been everything that you don't want it to be.
I mean, seat time is seat time. And if you're doing this for fun, which we all know he is, he's not racing for a championship in this series, why not? If the race is still going, I mean, still be part of it.
I guess so.
Truck isn't damaged. It's just obviously lost track position. Yeah, 7 laps down.
But I guess with 10 to go, he can still pass a truck or two.
He could theoretically get Collier if Collier was out of the race. He could get anybody, you're right, because there's 10 to go, he's only 7 down. But if anyone wrecks out right now, he has a shot. But again, what for? Not really anything, just for the fact that it exists. Still only 4 out of the race: Anderson, Willing, Tucker III, and Burke. Addison, Collier, Crowder are a lap down. Everyone else, Holston on forward, 25th on up, are on the lead lap.
So coming to the choose right here. Hayes chose the inside. That's going to allow River Hayes to be on the front row.
Barnes and Hayes have equal tires, too. That is going to be interesting development. Freshest tires in the top 5 belong to Noah Hubbard. Oldest tires, Hefner and Lewis. That caution, by the way, was charged to the 81.
And River Hayes being on the front row is not what Christian Barnes wants to see.
No, Barnes back in 11th. Just has not had the day he needed today. Of course, without Hayes getting any of the stage points, as long as Hayes doesn't win the race, Barnes should still walk out of here as the points leader. If Hayes wins, though, different story entirely. Remember, the winner gets a 20-point bonus, essentially. 55 points versus 35 points. Plus lap sled and all that.
And that will scrub away that lack of stage points.
It will. And that'll scrub away almost the entire gap, too. She will scrub away the entire gap. 25 was the gap coming into the race.
So Luke Barnes is Christian Barnes' best friend right now.
You bet. Luke Barnes away with River Hayes, who's outside. Everyone gets through clean on the front stretch.
We talked about some drivers playing defense. River Hayes is going to be playing extreme offense right here. There's another caution.
Caution is out. Dave Billings, part of this one. Well, this is probably a good time, Gavin, to talk about overtime, because we have 15 attempts at it, and much like last week, we're probably going to get into them.
Probably so.
They got it.
Wow.
Just got into the back of the 26, yeah. Yep. Just
and
one of
that's
those
just
restart deals.
Yeah, this is all is right.
I mean, there's no malice there, obviously, but yeah,
no,
just
I know.
So frustrating to see. I mean, we had that really good green flag run in stage 1, right? It had to be 50 laps that we ran under green consecutively. I don't think we've crossed 20 since then in terms of green flag laps consecutively.
It doesn't feel like it. It felt like this was going to be a very quick sprint race to the end, and now it is slowly but surely just slowed down.
I mean, we were at 80 to go half an hour ago, and we've really struggled to get going since then. 13 cautions, matching lead changes for the first time today. Gavin Henson again winning stage number 1 with no stage number 2 winner there to be the race winner. I suppose. Barnes and Hefner got around Hayes on the restart.
Let's see what happens here. Go for the choose. Hayes is going to be back on the front row, though.
There you go. Hayes just needs like 2 laps, I think, on those fresher tires to get that spot away from the 95, but he's got to get those laps.
Well, with our overtime rules, he's going to get those 2 laps, and that will be how many he's getting.
He's getting
4 to go, coming to 3 right now.
That's right. That is right. And remember, if we have another caution before we get the white flag, we will go to overtime. This one is natural, not counting towards our limit of 15. If we get another caution, we will go to number 1 of those 15 that are available to us.
Yeah, you can feel the tension building.
Yeah, you can cut it with a knife right now. You can feel it in your chest. It's like Matthew McConaughey humming in Wolf of Wall Street. Barnes, Hayes, Hefner, Hubbard, here we go. Two-lap dash, natural green-white checker. 04's got it for now.
Yeah, Jacob Hefner really helping Luke Barnes' case here.
Hefner, deep to the inside. Hayes might clear on the exit. No. He will not. White flag is out. Next flag will end the race. Luke Barnes over River Hayes. Into turn 3 for the final time today. Where did Noah Hubbard come from? But it's not going to matter because off of turn 4, your winner is going to be Luke Barnes.
And you said we were going to use overtimes.
Hey, I mean, I don't know how we didn't, to be honest with you.
It's the announcer jinx. You said we did. That's how we did.
Good on Luke Barnes winning here in Stafford. 50 laps led today.
It was the 50 that mattered.
It was. River Hayes, second. Jacob Hefner in third. We'll talk with those drivers after we go through our results.
What a burnout, too.
You betcha. Got some practice. Luke Barnes gets the win here today. River Hayes, Hefner, Hubbard, Lewis, Jewett, Deweese, Marinko, Barnes, and Savinato are your top 10. A lot of chase drivers in that group as well.
Yeah, Sherry was 11th, Merriman 12th. That's another chase driver. John Ullman 13th. Douglas Wasaki, good run for him all the way from 32nd, 14th. Gavin Henson 15th. Reggie Kime 16th. Michael Wade 17th. Brinkley 18th. Thies 19th. And Young rounds out your top 20.
21st for Adam Olson, one of the chase drivers. Addison in 22nd. Billings will finish 23rd here tonight with Calkins in 24th. Stevenson, a chase driver, 25th. Gary Baldwin Jr. will finish 26th in front of Collier. Crowder had a shot to win, but connection issues and mechanical failure brings him into 28th. Anderson, 29th. Tyner Willing will finish in 30th.
Harold Tuckett III and Burke are going to round out the field. Sturdivant did not start.
He did not make the field. That is right. We're going to take a quick step aside and be back right after this with interviews for your top 3.
Real quick, you both stop real quick, double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Nice and smooth, get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series.
I'm looking, I don't see anything. Oh, Hayes is in here.
All right, here we go with Luke Barnes. Chat with our race winner first. Luke, Morgan and Gavin up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that was a fanatical race to the end here. I mean, from this race looked like a stock portfolio. You were up, you were down. I think this truck was sideways at one point in time. I don't think anyone got out of here without any damage. I mean, what do you make of the race today?
Yeah, it was a tough one. Definitely not what I expected either. This is not my style of racing at all. I yeah, I don't know. That was a crazy race. I don't have much to say. Sucked most of it actually, but
So, how does being able to hold off some great drivers in River Hayes, Jacob Hefner, Noah Hubbard, Ashton Crowder for a while, how does that kind of factor into how this race was for you? You mentioned you were down for a lot of it, but you ended up on a high note. What's the emotion after that?
yeah, I mean, every time I race those guys, they race me pretty respectfully and hard, and I think racing with them every week that I've got to run makes me better. So I actually learn from them more than anything.
Yeah, glad to hear it. Always got to learn from the people who are working around you. And well, we got you up here. Who do you want to thank? Who do you want to shout out for a big win here in Stafford?
I just want to thank Barnes Performance Engines, Luke Barnes Designs, and my teammate Noah Hubbard.
All right, there you have it. Luke Barnes, your winner here in Stafford. Thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Now we're going to catch up with River Hayes. River,
Hey,
Gavin, and Morgan in the booth, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
I believe Gavin's caught up with you.
Well, River, you led 57 laps tonight, started P2. I think you're one of the guys that you at one point were in every position on the track. Just give us kind of a rundown of the way the night went because it was so chaotic for us and everyone watching.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where track position was just huge tonight. Out front the truck felt pretty good. I felt like I had a good shot at beating Ashton there if I could have kept the lead, but of course, like just as the course of the race goes on, you got guys taking 2 tires, no tires, staying out situations, and you just get piled in the back. And once I got back to Ashton at the end of the stage 1, I thought we were good. And I felt like I had enough to get back by him for the stage win there. I got in underneath him and seemed like the truck got loose, but I still had control of it. I'm not sure. I haven't went back and watched it, but I didn't really feel contact with Ashton. But he obviously spun and got me the YOL there for stage points, which is unfortunate. But still, I'll take second on the day. I was very close to hitting incident limit there. It's just hard to avoid, contact in the door or in the bumper when you're coming through the field. So, I couldn't really fight for the lead there too hard because I knew if I got another X there, I was going to get the penalty. So just had to baby it to the end there, but overall still good for what it was for sure.
Yeah, and I think you cut into that lead for the championship just a little bit. How are you feeling for these last handful of races?
Yeah, I'm not sure where we go next. Do you know?
Darlington.
Okay. Yeah, it should be fun. I think that it's one of those tracks that's multi-groove. You can run the bottom in 3 and 4 or the top. So I think it'll be fun. It'll be whoever can save the tires the best. And I think obviously we'll be good enough for a top 5 there probably. But so is everybody else that's in the chase. So realistically, we're just going to have to brawl it out all the way through. And Christian told me at the end of the race there, he was like, I'm glad you didn't win because you would have definitely got the points lead there. Which if I would have got some stage points, I might have taken over that lead, but we'll go get them next week.
All right, everybody. River Hayes, do you have anybody you want to thank real quick before I let you go?
Yeah, I want to shout out Smith's Race Development, Ryan Pelfrey, and you guys for putting on a great show. Thank you.
All right, thanks, River. That's River Hayes, our second place finisher.
And that will be all from Sofa News Victory Lane. We're having no luck reaching Jacob Hefner, our third place finisher, here this evening. I don't believe Noah Hubbard is in the Discord either. He is not, so that is going to do it for post-race interviews here today. And final thoughts, Gavin, as we wrap this thing up. Chase race number 1 certainly had its moments.
I think I'm looking forward to this championship battle, especially between Barnes and Hayes up front, because Hayes cut into it just a tiny bit, but he has been by far the fastest and most consistent driver of these guys running for this chase. And
yeah, that's another podium for the podium leader coming in. You're right.
And I'm really excited to see if he's able to get to Christian Barnes, take that lead, or if Christian Barnes can hold him off.
Absolutely.
We have 6 races to go. 5 races. Yep.
6 races. 6 to go. You're absolutely right. And for everyone at the Mystic Racing League, Downtown Auto Sales Truck Series, presented by Pest Busters for the Stafford Springs 200 here at Stafford Raceway. We got Darlington next week. Then we go, I think, a week off, maybe 2 weeks off, before we go to Auto Club. Then the Roval, Talladega, Martinsville. And your finale in Homestead, Miami. For everyone who makes this thing possible behind the scenes of V-Speed, as well as everyone in the Mystic Racing League, all the partners, all the fans watching at home, as well as all the drivers on the racetrack. I'm Morgan Cook, Gavin Grubbs beside me. We'll see you next time here on V-Speed.